There, can you see me? Hey, everybody. I had to be dramatic. I had to come in with a dramatic entrance. Hey, everybody. I don't know what we're about to be in for, but I have a feeling it's going to be a wild ride. What the hell? We're all ready. Everybody's strapped in, ready to go. Hey, Andy. Hey, Monroe. Jennifer, Amethyst, Jennifer, Moonlight, Linda, Michelle, Cool Gamer, Jan, Cairo, Hope, Riri, Granny T. How is everybody doing? We're going to give everybody a few minutes to pop in because this one's going to get hot and heavy right off the get go. We're going to jump on in to some drama. And again, this just to preface this, y'all, this isn't my drama. This isn't Contessa's drama. I'm really not involved in this. But once again, somehow it fell in my lap. And you know how I am. Like, if anybody has learned anything, I don't like the back end shady shit. I just don't like it. I don't go with it. I don't fuck with that shit. If you can't be transparent and like walk it all the way through, leave me out of it. And when you continually bring it to me, and not just one person, like multiple angles, and I keep saying, like, I'm confused. I don't know what the hell's going on. And you keep bringing it to me, sooner or later, I'm just going to end up talking about it with everybody. Because if it's that big of if it's that big of a deal, let's talk about it and get it all out here, right? We're all grown ass adults. Plus, sometimes drama can be really funny. And this is one of those situations. Well, how did I just highlight everybody's comment? Oh, there we go. Hey, Sydney. Hey, Susan. Chatty Cathy. Linda Lou. Cash. Carla Welsh. Queen. Peony. Daphne. Carla. Hey, everybody. If it's 2 minutes in and I'm a cussing, you know we're in for a wild ride. So I'm waiting on a guest. Again, Roseanne, if you pop in, I sent you a message earlier and told you you can come up at any time too, if you want to. I am waiting on Flava to get here because Flava seems to be the one everybody cannot get out of their mouths. And it's kind of confusing. It's kind of really confusing, actually. So as soon as she gets here, we're going to hop in. And then there's going to be a revolving door. There's going to be more people that this leads into. Hey, Nunya. Hey, Flava. You guys got the links. When you want to hop in, and we can get this going. And just so everybody knows, like, this is an open discussion. This is going to be kind of like, you're going to see where my head's at and how this is all going in my head. This is very much, y'all are just going to walk this with us. Okay. So I'm also encouraging the chat to help fill in the pieces here. 2 a.m. Oh, I hope you're feeling better. Hey, Looney. Hey, Shopaholic. This is going to be interesting. And of course, we've got company who's cleaning his paws for the sound effects in the background, per usual. Everybody's popping in saying hi. Please, all I ask is everybody be respectful. I know there's quite a few other people that are live right now and some shit popping off here and there, which is to be expected. That's kind of just how this stuff works. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to Flava. I want to ask Flava some questions when she is ready. And then I just want to kind of talk. Nunya, I just finally figured that out myself. I like never picked up on that or what everybody was talking about until the other day. And I was like, oh, live chat. Yeah, instead of top chat. I get it. I've probably been told 18,000 times too. Hey, Flava. I'm just going to go ahead and add you to the stream. There you are.
How you doing? How everybody doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Why are you the target?
I don't know. It like got all kind of hot and heavy when I started modding for MS, and well, no, it actually started before then. When some of the admins of my Facebook group started changing up, then that's where the problems came in. We had some new people that I put as admins, and it got kind of wild.
So for those of you guys that don't know, Flava runs. Can you say the entire name? Because I always forget.
It's uncovering fraud in the Von McCrae case.
Thank you. That's Flava's Facebook group. So you guys have probably heard us refer to them as the Dono Girls. So if anybody's confused, just to give some clarification there. So you started the Facebook group on your own, added some girls in, and you guys started doing your thing, right?
Right.
Everything was
And
going okay.
everything was good. It was good for a while. It was good. Um, and then all the drama with the police reports, and we're getting attacked in Patreon, and then admin started changing, and I should have listened to two of my main admins at first when they was like, hey, we don't know about this person, whatever. And one of my main admins, she quit and she left. Because she didn't feel comfortable or whatever.
Right.
So, and then I mean now it's just me. It's just me now.
Just you now.
Yep.
Well, I think we can walk through. Let me ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Why do you think Molly thinks you want to apologize to Letitia? What happened there, do you think, that could have given her the idea that you wanted to apologize to
Because when
Letitia?
I went on Amber channel the night I'm trying to think what night it was. But I went on there, and they were talking about Michelle or whatever. And I went on there, I told everybody in the chat, I apologize if I offended you, while I was modding for Michelle. I tried with her twice. But I seen, that after all I did, she still, turned her back on me. She was accusing me of some videos or something. And the videos that she sent me are nothing like the videos she was accusing me of. And I would never share those videos. Um, so it kind of all fizzled out from there. And I went on Amber's channel that night, and I apologize to the chat if I offended them in Michelle's chat.
Hello?
And
Melissa,
one of the ladies, we was having like a little side chat in there, and she was like, she was asking me questions or whatever, and some of people were like, hey, we'll never get along with Flava. I'm fine with that. I ain't here. I don't need no new friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no new friends. But me and her, we had a conversation, whatever, and I told her, I said, yeah, I would apologize to Molly, about calling her son school, because
right.
I was new to YouTube, when all this started, because I see that people should not go real life at all on here. They should.
Right.
And I yes, I will apologize for doing it. That was not okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was scripted. I don't know what it was.
But that was just because you ended up on Amber's and they took that as
Yeah.
completely the other direction.
Yeah. And I got on there, I said I have no ill will for Letitia. Never have.
Yeah.
You know,
No, never spoke badly about her to me ever.
no, we all want her to be able to see her son. There's
Yeah.
no hatred there towards Letitia.
You actually stuck up for her a lot in the get-go, and I think people
Mm-hmm.
that either.
Yeah.
Melissa, are you with can you hear us? Oh, you can hear me. I think you have an echo.
Um,
No, you're good.
can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Sorry. I thought it was but that's how so after Molly did that live, maybe she does. I'm gonna mute you just for a second and see if it is you. Oh, it is. I'm going to unmute you. I'm going to ask you a question and then I'm going to unmute you. Sorry. I hate those echoes and how this all works out. The background noise on YouTube is so screwy. Melissa, I'll unmute you in 1 second. I don't know why it's picking that up like that. But so you go on that live. Molly does her live, says you want to apologize to Letitia, does that big, huge thing, changes the title multiple times because obviously you had no intention of going live. That was not the thing. And then here it comes the next day in Patreon, they are claiming that you are Melissa, correct?
They claiming that I'm Melissa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Flava and Melissa are one and the same.
Right.
And this
Right, but she's doxing my actual information.
She's doxing you as Flava.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, we.
So that's why that post was made about the private meet and greet.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
But Molly Minions, I hope you're watching, and you go ahead and go on, tell her that she has won the grand prize because she can come on down to Texas. We're ready. Come knock on my door, Molly. I'm waiting. I'm not scared of you. All that you released out of my background was all you had is that my son got caught skipping school. I don't care, Molly. I'm not scared of you. Bring it, bitch.
Wait, that was actually something from you. Wow. So that she was talking about somebody in school. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because I asked my son when he got home today, I said, man, you been missing school? I need to know something about this. No, Mom, I ain't been missing school.
No, she pulled that out of she ran a background check on me. My son got caught skipping school in 2009.
Wow.
That is 13 years old. Because we all know Molly can't fucking read or do math.
Yep. I agree with you on that.
Why are they coming at, like, how did they get the two of you mixed up? That's
we know the common denominator, don't we?
But let me tell you, Molly says very clearly on her video that Penelope told her Melissa Gafford is Flava.
Penelope.
And the common denominator knows damn good and well that me and Flava are two individual people.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what's really funny is I've never had a conversation with Penelope. Let me interject everybody, like, to my knowledge of Penelope. So I met Penelope as Lori. Penelope was under Lori Lane when I met Penelope.
She was in the Facebook groups.
She came from the anti-KJ community.
Yep.
I started sharing KJ posts or things that were in line with stuff. Lori was coming at me. And I quickly put it together that Lori and Penelope were the same person on two different platforms. And I ended up blocking Lori because I was sick of her shit. And I have proof of all of this. She was blocked on my page. She still is. And I just dropped it and went on my way.
The only communication I've ever had was telling her that if she works in the mental health field as she claims she does, then she needs to leave Michelle alone because that's not professional behavior, and that most professionals sign a morality clause, and she would be breaking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had any contact with her beyond that. Besides blocking, and that was back in August. Oh,
it's echoing.
I think she must have her StreamYard and her YouTube open at the same time, maybe.
Who, me?
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't when you talk. It's so weird. Okay, so, but in the meantime, so we keep saying there's a common denominator, and Roseanne, if you're here, please come up. I have always, everybody knows I like Roseanne. I think Roseanne has been wonderful. I've never had a problem with her. She's been on the channel before too. But when I met Roseanne, we didn't talk about Penelope. Roseanne actually approached me sometime in August and asked me to unblock Penelope. Lori.
Mm.
And I was really confused by that because Lori was such an anti-Katie person, and I was like, hell to the fucking she knows I'm not Katie or associated with Katie. Continue to push that off. No, I'm not unblocking her, basically. And I didn't want it coming between Roseanne and I. So me and Roseanne have never had issues. Again, this isn't Roseanne, well, I'm just gonna say I don't know about a lot of things. But Roseanne started to become a mod for you
Right.
in your Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
Roseanne is also who knew a lot of the information in the private Facebook group that was going on with the admins and mods, correct? That's the common factor.
Right. Yep.
I actually started talking to Roseanne because she posted on the Justice for Jake Brown page speaking out against Molly. But I have a whole theory about that, which I'll go over at a later date. But that's when she started talking to me, was over Jake Brown and Molly being involved.
Yes. And if you look back too, and this is where things started really becoming a question. And people, now that I say this out loud, people are going to catch on to why I made such a big deal out of certain things that I did. Do you remember when Roseanne was doxxed by Molly?
Yeah.
Fake docs? Yeah.
And she was going so hard. And I kept saying, I said Molly was shit because if she had her information, it would have been put out there just like everybody else's.
Right.
If you go back and look, there's been things that have been done. And here's my issue. Penelope is absolutely involved with Molly. She's a Patreon.
Yep.
Oh, very much. Yeah. She
She's-
talks in there all the time.
Yeah, she's deep in there. And I don't know if Roseanne was giving me a line of bullshit. I'm still kind of, this will come out as we go. You guys will walk through where I'm in my head. But she came to my inbox and started talking about stuff from the mod and your guys' group, which I've never had a part of. I knew you guys, talked to you guys a little bit about stuff, but never was involved in shit with like what went on with your mods. I didn't even know who your admins or mods were.
Mm-hmm.
For the longest time. Like I spoke to you basically, and I've spoke to a few other ones here and there, but just very briefly.
Hey, Nonsense.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
You're okay.
Melissa, if can you when you're not speaking, for some reason it's giving a lot of feedback when Nonsense talks.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do I just hit the little mic button?
Yeah, just hit the little mic. And then
Okay.
when you want to talk, you just come off mute if you want to answer something, but it'll help so that it's not echoing.
Oh, okay, thank you.
We're all newbies to this, figuring it out. Okay. Sorry, everybody. We're just trying to figure it all out. So I don't remember what I was saying. Where was I at?
You talk about the mods in the group.
Oh, so I basically talked to you and would verify stuff through you. So when all of this drama got brought to me, that there was problems and things going on, I was so confused because I had always had great interaction with you guys. And there was no issues, no nothing. And that wasn't until Roseanne started having problems, it seemed like. And what caught me off guard was whoever Roseanne is or is associated with has her believing that you, Melissa, a few other of the admins from your group are all you. They are all controlled by you. And I know that a few of the other ones were real accounts. So I was really confused by that right off the jump. And no matter what you say, she would not show me proof to verify that those accounts were yours because, first of all, I know that it doesn't exist because I have talked to those other people and they're real people.
Mm-hmm.
So I said that was full of shit. But I couldn't quite figure out the reason or who was giving her this information that was so false, because she was trying to say that you were basically all of the accounts that were mods besides Danielle.
You know, this is just my opinion on things. You know, like I said, the Facebook group was up and running good with no issues until Roseanne stepped into the picture. I'm just gonna be flat out honest with you. She stepped into the picture. Things started getting sidetracked. People started deleting messages. People were giving out their personal cell phone numbers to Roseanne, and then they started getting harassing calls, so they say, you know. And I mean, we was getting messages about our group getting took down, and that's when the problems all started.
And all of you started pointing fingers the opposite directions, correct? Like everybody was kind of like, who the hell is doing what? From my understanding, nobody quite knew, but they all were being convinced that it was you that was doing things, if I'm right.
And I kind of know the reason why it was put on me, because I was the creator of their group. I was the one that balls hang down, ready to go at MGL at any time of the day. I know why they want the group down.
Tracy, Roseanne is the reason I stepped away. She was accusing me of being just, there's a lot of people, I think, that have had communication there. So let me be clear. Roseanne has been on this panel before. People know that. She's been in the comments. Again, I reached out to her, told her she was more than welcome to join us up here. This isn't attack her, because I still don't know. But Roseanne was the one who approached me about unblocking Lori, aka Penelope, which again is Molly's crony. I was also sent screenshots from supposed Lori texts to and again, I have all of this proof that Lori was not keen on Molly, that she is leaving Molly. This is what Roseanne was telling me. Again, I've never had communication with Penelope. I don't know if they are the same person. I don't know if Erica's one of these people, which they all have Erica tendencies. So I think everybody's Erica anymore. Just throwing that out there. But
Yep.
Everything was so confusing to me, because I was like, hell no, I'm not unblocking Lori. Like, she's been doing nothing but trying to paint me as Katie. Well, why would that benefit? Who does that benefit? Molly.
And nonsense, another thing, and that kind of threw us, because all of us knowing, how Molly likes to dox people and everything like that, we locked down all our stuff,
Yep.
And when Roseanne, when she got doxed, we went up, Roseanne, would you please, lock your Facebook profile down? She was telling us about her past and the things that she had been through. And I'm sure she wouldn't, want that getting out or whatever, but she didn't care. She left a profile up. She went against everything we said when we tried to get her to see if she was gonna try to press charges or go forth with anything. Nope. She didn't want to do nothing. She was just there to collect information. That's what I'm saying. Until Roseanne comes talk to me and tell me different.
And that's the crazy thing. Again, she's fully able, her Penelope. Again, I don't know if they're even different people at this point in time. But here's my issue. Again, I've never had communication with Penelope. I sent Roseanne a message and told her after, because I've been sick, and anybody that's been in my inbox knows that you guys were all ignored for days. I didn't not respond to Roseanne individually. I didn't respond to anybody. I felt like shit. So I didn't respond. And then I come back and I responded to her. I sent her a message and said that Penelope and I were going to have a coming to Jesus. And I can post all of these if I have to, because I send her that. And what happens? Penelope makes a post on YouTube within minutes, not even the hour, I don't think.
Wow.
Talked a channel yesterday that better not come for her.
Oh,
and
that's what it's about.
That was me.
Oh, okay.
So
I wondered who that was about.
Yeah, that was me. So
and you told this to who? You told this to who? Nonsense.
Roseanne.
Okay,
Roseanne was the only person I've ever spoke about Penelope to at length. I just said to Roseanne, and I wasn't even being mean, that me and Penelope were going to have a coming to Jesus. And let me tell you why. I have told Roseanne from moment one, when me and her talked about Penelope, that if she was a mental health professional like Molly and Penelope have claimed, that I have a crazy ethical issue with her behaviors. And she kept trying to convince me, no, trust me, Penelope's an amazing person. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't get over this. There is nothing in me that will ever say what she's doing with the Michelle thing is okay. I don't care if Michelle is lying about everything under the sun. As a mental health professional, what you've done is crossed so many boundaries, and nobody will convince me otherwise.
Yep, I agree.
Mental health professional, as they claim, you have standards and ethics. This breaches every single one of them.
Yep.
You can argue with me until you're blue in the face and say she deserves it. She's walked herself into it. No, I don't give a shit. You are, be the better person.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yep, there's nothing about it. So I said one thing to Roseanne, just feeling the situation out. Within no time, Penelope makes that post about coming out of channel and they better stay in their lane or all this shit. Do you think I'm scared of you, Penelope? Lori fucking Lane, pull your goddamn chair up and sit the fuck down, because I'm not.
Come to the round table.
This is a bunch of shit that I'm so sick and tired of. I told y'all to leave me out of your drama. I told you over and over again to leave me out of your drama. You did it. You kept bringing it. So here we are. So I put that out there. Mind you, I don't even follow Penelope, nor does Penelope's shit pop up on my page, but that one popped up. Like, I don't know what the universe was doing, but it was like, ping, I don't see anything else. So here I see this amazing reaction, right? I didn't know I was going to get a reaction. I told it to Roseanne. Why would Penelope be having an issue with me having to come into Jesus? Because I just told that to Roseanne. So why is she so triggered by this and like putting threats out here in advance? So then I make a live, right? That I'm going to come live. And who's in Molly's Patreon that she was supposedly leaving? And yes, I've been told numerous times I'm not the only person that Penelope was leaving Molly's Patreon. She couldn't stand what Molly does. It was all a lie. Molly cooked things up. Like, I have it all. Yeah, I have all the messages. And as you guys know, will show every fucking thing I've said, every goddamn thing I've said, and everything that was done and said. You can see it all yourselves. I don't care. Because why is Penelope tripping out that I have a problem with what she's doing? Why is Penelope, aka Lori, who came from the anti-KJ community, who has aligned herself with Molly and Molly's Patreon, so hell-bent about what I'm doing, and sends Roseanne after Flava?
And why Penelope and Roseanne ain't the people we have the issue with? It's MGL. Why she can't come to nonsense herself?
Right?
Scared.
And then they go after
Scared.
Trying to say that Melissa is Flava, all well knowing that it's not, because Roseanne was a mod in the group with them. You want to know some other shit? Roseanne also put pressure on somebody else and got videos.
Sure did.
Wonder who those videos were for.
Sure did. I saw the videos myself.
So Roseanne's been over here working with us. Great. Like, she's been wonderful. Roseanne, the person she was to me, was great, supportive, could not understand how they could do this. Roseanne made a post and shared Dre's information, her PayPal, her stuff like that, because she was so offended by what was being done to Dre.
Can I interrupt you just for one moment?
Sure.
Hey, sleepyhead, welcome in. I'm guessing you probably already know what's going on. Just kick back, watch the show. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. Interesting how that came in.
Yeah, I seen Sleepyhead in a couple groups too, running with Roseanne.
Isn't that the account Roseanne was trying to? But again, Roseanne, everybody's so confused.
Nonsense. I know a lot of people in the comments are a little bit confused. Can we take like 3 steps back real quick? And the only reason I ask that is we don't. You pretty much have preached at this point that, you know, You're not in the drama. You don't want nothing to do with the drama. So why do you feel like this drama needs to be addressed?
Because people are being attacked over and over and over again, and it's all coming from the same direction, and they're intentional. And if anybody argues that this isn't intentional and hasn't been placed intentionally since day one, look at who else they tried. Who did they really try to get away from Michelle? Who's the one that they tried to get away from Michelle? Flava. Why is that? Like, if you start looking at all these things, there's a lot of missing pieces, right? But all of the main things are coming from the same camp that has continued to spread misinformation about Marvon's story, the same camp that has legit put out fabricated information time and time again. We're 5 months in, they're amping back up. Why? This is the drama that's been going on in the background since August.
The whole time.
Since August.
And can I just say, I was an admin on Flava's page, and I am no longer an admin, but I want to make it clear, it is not because I have a problem with Flava. None of that. Some things were happening also behind the scenes where some people, their accounts were attempted to be hacked into.
Mm-hmm.
And so the safest thing at that point to do was to just get out, let things cool down. But I do want to make that clear. I have no problem with Flava. There was no falling out between us. There was nothing like that.
No.
We simply shut stuff down to kind of block what was happening.
Right. Yep.
Well, can I ask a question too? Because I know that there was other admins that left, and was there a person, and maybe you don't know, I don't know if you've had a conversation with them after, but were they being told stuff by certain people? Do you know? Or did they leave on their own choices?
They kind of left on their own. The two that had been with me from the beginning after Roseanne came, because I one of my admins, she was like, I was questioning. I was like, well, what if, what if we're wrong about Roseanne? And she was just like dead to the point. Nope, I'm not playing this type of game. If you want to believe or listen to anything Roseanne saying, I'm leaving. And she and I ain't heard back from her. She left.
Huh. Well, I mean, and here's the thing. I can't tell you if still 100% that Erica's not involved in any of this. I just gotta keep saying that because I feel like she's lurking in the back of my head at all times. No, but
Erica's always in somebody's chat. I see her in chats all the time.
Absolutely involved in all this shit in the background. But things are so interesting because if you walk it back, Lori came at me right when my page started posting about this shit from the anti-KJ community. So whoever Lori is came from that community.
Yep, I remember that. Hey, Melissa, I ain't know if you want to bring that up or whatever, but did you tell anybody about who Penelope picture really is? Her Lori Lane picture?
Oh no, I hadn't really talked about it. The picture that Penelope showed as her own picture. And it did a little series of pictures and then she deleted it.
Hang on, before you even go there, are we gonna reach the MLB?
Yes, but no names.
Okay. So
okay.
so the reason why I asked that is because that was already squashed. I can share with you guys, but that was already squashed as fake.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So then we have, again, somebody who claims that they work in the mental health profession who is using a SA victim's picture as her own.
Mm-hmm.
It's sick. That's sick.
Penelope was using an SA victim's picture as a profile picture.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And I think that's all been confirmed and everything, like 100%. Penelope, Roseanne told me that Penelope is not a professional, that it was all something Molly started. I can actually read that message if I need to. That she's not a mental health professional, just so everybody knows. I don't know what the truth is because, again, Roseanne supposedly talks to Penelope, was close to Penelope. Penelope is straight from Molly's camp. So, of course, I wanted nothing to fucking do with that because that's counterproductive. She went against everything I said when I was saying Katie was telling the truth, when I could prove Katie was telling the truth on shit. She continued to go against that stuff. So she tried with my page over and over again. Then she went to the group. Every single one of the admins or mods has pretty much been doxxed from your group, correct?
Yeah.
Then they all kind of started to part ways. Penelope has also been used as a threat to go after other channels, but then she basically buddied up and kind of apologized to them, acting like she, again, was not tied in that close to Molly, but she is all up in with Molly, and that is 100% the truth.
And my thing is the person that I was holding her back for, the person that we had to stamp in the stone, right now with the report and stuff going on, they done deterred her away from it. She's not even being active in what's going on anymore because of them. Because she listened to them.
Can I clarify something really quickly? So Sleepyhead, I know somebody else in the comments said that was Flava speaking. It wasn't Flava, it was me. Joanne, none your business on Facebook. If you have any questions as to why I may think that you are who you are and not who you're saying you are, feel free to DM me and I'd be happy to have that conversation with you. No, we don't do any doxing over here. That's not what we do here. Flava started this off with saying she had an apology to give because she went real life, and that's not what she's about. That aligns with what we're not about that at all. So if you have questions about about that, I'd be happy to go ahead and discuss what you're saying. Not a problem.
Yeah, and Sleepyhead, no, we're not doxing anybody. The reason why you came up is because Roseanne, and if you notice, like Roseanne, I'm sure everybody in the comments here, again, I liked Roseanne. Roseanne was cool. I don't care, y'all. Like I'm cool with anybody pretty much. Like Roseanne was great. Like she was for the cause. Like she was hell bent on the cause. Like way over the top. She, was super emotionally involved in it, which I don't blame her. It's a very tough story, but it was almost too much, if that makes sense too at the same time. There was things that were red flags all along for me, but again, it really never sounded off until the whole Penelope thing and the Lori part for me, because I had so many issues there. I don't block hardly anybody, so that was recognizable for me. But then now we're here again. They're saying that Flava and Melissa are one. They're both on the screen right now. Separately. Melissa got doxxed by Molly yesterday as Flava, which Melissa's info was released and they're not the same person. So why would she dox Flava in the first place? What?
We don't even live in the same state.
Nope.
But what? There's still no reason. What have you done to Molly that, I mean, you've apologized for the son's school stuff. Like you've taken accountability and said that.
So can I just point out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I'll just tell a bit of my story. So I was just over here minding my business, just watching 1,000,005 lives and, living my best life. Right. And lo and behold, I connect with a lot of different people in the comments. And so sometimes that connection in the comments can lead to DMing people. And that's not a problem. That's not where the problems come in. Where the problem came in is when it started with Roseanne originally of, I think you need to leave Flava alone. You need to not trust her. You need to ask questions. I've got all this proof that Flava's lying to you. And I was like, well, Flava can't be lying to me because she doesn't tell me jack diddly. So I'm not quite sure what she could be lying to me about, but I'll hear anybody out because at the end of the day, everybody's suspect to me. And that doesn't mean that, like, I don't think there aren't trustworthy people here, but it means sometimes, I'll hear you out. But when you have zero proof and all you come with is speculations and assumptions, and you tell me you're going to send screenshot after screenshot, but those screenshots never come, that makes you suspect to me. So I literally, in that conversation, and Flava can vouch for it, I told Flava, I don't want no parts in this. I told
Yep.
Roseanne, I don't want no parts in it. And what Roseanne chose to then turn around and do is go to nonsense. Oh, I don't know what you think about Nunya, but she could be questionable
Oh,
too because, you know, Flava is doing this and Nunya ignored it. And you need to know what Flava is really doing. So I don't know what the incessant like need to separate all of us
I
is.
don't either. I don't either. What is the problem with me? What I
I mean,
mean,
truly,
to everybody
tell
to
me the
talk to
truth
me
hurts.
about me.
Right. Tell me the truth hurts without telling me the truth hurts.
Well, here's the funny thing. That was the biggest red flag of all. So they had came to me and started telling me shit about Flava. And if anybody knows, I'm very passive. Like I'm like, oh yeah, don't trust anybody, blah, blah, blah. Like whatever. And I was telling them all, like, I don't know what the hell's going on with this drama. I can't figure it out. Who's sabotaging who could be the mole. Like I wasn't a part of that group, so I had no idea all the extent of it. Then I come back from vacation and I get a message from Roseanne telling me that I should probably be careful trusting Nanya.
I cannot believe she even came to you with that.
She
done lost her mind.
Does anybody remember me coming live and like laughing my fucking ass off about people warning me of who to trust and not to trust?
Anybody but Nunya now. Come on now.
I was
and here's the thing. The funny part about it is like, even though Nonsense and I, we haven't fully shared our real personalities, like we've shared real life stuff because we talk a lot. So to me, it's like I've legit anything that I say, I can back it up with the screenshot, with the screen record, whatever you need. So for somebody to come for me, I'm like, I'm mostly in the comments now. You know, recently I became a panel hopper apparently, but outside of that, like I just stay in the comments and I point out and ask questions. Like I feel like everybody should be like that. So the fact that and the hard part and the reason why we're discussing Roseanne, and I know Nonsense reached out to Roseanne and asked her to come on panel tonight to help us get a better understanding of what's going on, because in my opinion, Roseanne is Penelope.
In my opinion, I agree.
And that's just my opinion. Currently, I do not have any actual, I just have a lot of speculation and a lot of, you know, the thinking emojis that just like the things that make you go, I got a lot of that because Roseanne is the common denominator that went through everybody trying to separate them, whether it be from Flava or from me. And to me, who else has such a priority to take down the Dono Growls?
Yep.
Except for Molly's paid minions.
And the one person that she really didn't try with, which I expected her to after she came to Nunya or about Nunya, which was laughable. And like, that just isn't going to work. It's stupid. Like we're adults. If there was an issue, we would have talked about it, you know, kind of thing. Like that was just so weird to me. But then the only other person that they really started to like question and kind of like pay attention to was Amethyst, my other mod. But she didn't try that, like the trust thing. Like she definitely didn't try that. But I think it's because there's just a different air with Amethyst in them. Like, but certain people remember Lori because they went toe to toe with Lori, aka Penelope, when she was going at Katie on my page over and over and over and over again and claiming she was a mental health professional and all of this, you know, nonsense. So some people are kind of already aware of who Lori was and that Lori and Penelope are the same. Because again, I made posts about shit when I was calling Lori out. Like I'm quiet about this shit, y'all. But
so can I apologize. You know, no one's home is gonna have a fucking heyday with his comments on this damn live. God, I really am trying to be quiet. No one's home, just so you know.
You're fine.
So I need to issue an apology. So Sleepyhead, I seen who you actually are. I seen you say who you are. Y'all gotta stop changing them damn YouTube names every 3 days. And because you know you become suspect all of a sudden. You're like, hey, Nunya, trying to be real friendly, and I'm like, hold on, who are you? I don't know you. Now I've seen your old YouTube name, and now I know who you are. So I do apologize because you were a little too friendly. Just came in hot with the friendliness, and I was like, I don't even know a sleepyhead, so just get back. But I do apologize for that part because I really thought you were somebody else. So go ahead.
I just got a message.
Oh, okay. Who's that from?
I see.
So she was constantly messaging, asking the one person that she got the video from questions about the other lady. Like constantly. Then she said that lady wasn't even real. The creator of the Facebook groups, that she wasn't a real person. Why is she so hell-bent on Roseanne doesn't think, see, this is where I'm so fucking confused.
Me too.
Right? Like she legit, Roseanne, is there anybody's inbox she's not in? Is there anybody's? Because
I mean, a lot of the people in the comments right now are saying she's been in their messengers and speaking mostly about Flava.
I just want y'all to know that 99% of you are not real people, just an FYI.
And I mean, a lot of people were like, what's going on with the Dono girls, what's going on, you kind of sidetrack. All my Dono girls left me. Everybody left me.
And really, I mean, let's keep it real, Flava. They left you because they didn't want no part of this bullshit that other people were bringing in. And unfortunately, that's what they wanted. The reality is they needed the Dono girls to stop pushing their cause.
And let me be honest. We went through, and can I be frank with both Nunya and Flava?
Yes.
The only time I've seen Flava actually be upset or hurt by anything was when Nunya put everything to the wayside and said, I'm questioning everything. And she started questioning even Flava just so we could try to piece it together, not because she was trying to, single Flava out, but we needed to try and walk it through.
Start from scratch.
And I understand now. I didn't know about how this stuff played out on YouTube. I didn't know. So I understand.
If you were some suave internet thing like that, I instantly picked up on that. You were genuinely hurt by Nunya questioning you because you and Nunya had always had a very honest and open relationship too, just like me and you have always had. Mm-hmm. So when you're getting questioned by somebody that you've been transparent with all along, it does bother you. Yeah. But by that happening, we were able to 100% every time she would say that you were this profile or this profile, we could verify that those were real people. We have had interactions with those people individually.
I even seen nonsense a video talking.
Absolutely, you didn't. I know anybody that but people are not paying attention. Like this drama is, and Penelope is weaseling her way into the drama community too.
What's going on with Robin? Says, right? What's going on with Robin in chat, y'all?
Wait, Robin she can't stay here. Robin is misunderstanding. Robin, you are welcome here. Just like Amethyst said, please say everyone is welcome here. That's everybody is welcome here, and everybody will be respectful. But they are welcome also to express their opinions as long as it's respectful. What I'm realizing just now is a common theme. I know from my conversations with Flava in the past that there was a very big pressure to get people's phone numbers, right? I know that when it came to her speaking with Amethyst, there was this pressure. Let me call you and explain it. Just get, let's just call and talk, right?
Me?
No, from Roseanne, right?
Oh, okay.
So Sleepyhead just said, I'm mad at myself for giving Roseanne any info at all. She pushed for it so hard, she wanted me to call her.
She did the same thing to Danielle.
How do I do that, y'all? Safari Dream. So, how do I put the names on the panel, y'all? Sorry. Does anybody know how to put names on them? Oh,
no, I don't know how. We don't know you two. Who wants names on the panel? You want me to just say my name every time I talk? Is that what's happening? Any way to put names on the panel? Okay, this is Nunya talking. There we go. I'll do it that way. Nunya speaking here. But I'm noticing that a common trend was give me your phone number. And if she really is Penelope, the background digger, whatever she is, then wouldn't she use a phone number to reverse search you for your real identity to help with her background check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Nunya out.
Okay, this is Melissa. you're all talking about she pushed and pushed and pushed for your phone numbers. Really odd thing, she never once asked me for my phone number, but I've always been very vocal in if I happen to be torturing myself and watching Molly, very vocal with calling Molly out on her BS. I've always done that. Molly never responds to me. The one time she did respond to me on Jake's page, she erased it before I could answer. But Roseanne never asked me for my phone number, but it wasn't until I made her angry that all of a sudden Penelope went and told Molly that I'm Flava. So it's kind of odd that all of a sudden Molly decided to, oh, well, who is Melissa Gafford? Just to buy into that. And I guess she just wants to buy into anybody she can get her hands on that she thinks might be the actual Flava. But, Penelope, you're just as stupid as Molly because you're wrong. You should do better research is all I have to say about that. All you had to do was look at our freaking pictures on Facebook. You could tell we're not I mean, that easy. Look at a picture. Go get your eyes checked.
It's just so freaking weird. Like, it just doesn't make sense because, again, it's targeted drama. And it was very targeted at my page and your group. What were the two most vocal pages anti Molly's narrative?
We going out there. We going. Yep.
We have not, and we've always, even when all this shit was going on with Flava, I kept saying, just keep your head down and do your thing, because they, none of this got started on lies, and that's what they've been trying to do, is drive wedges. So they've been trying to drive a wedge between Danielle and Flava, in my personal opinion. They've been trying to get Danielle to retract her statement, which that doesn't matter, you guys. Danielle's report isn't the only one out there.
Nope.
So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Even if Danielle was to, Roseanne got herself involved with Danielle. I do know that. Roseanne has talked about Danielle extensively to me, said all sorts of stuff that Danielle has claimed, which I don't know if it's factual or not, because I have had very little interaction with Danielle myself, very little. I said all of along, I didn't even know if Danielle might be the one that was in everybody's ears, because I was starting to question my own shadow with all of this stuff coming at me, because it made no sense. In the big picture of things, the facts will never change. And that's where they could not go at the facts. But Roseanne offered multiple times to call me on the phone, to send me her ID, her driver's license, all this other information, which I don't want anybody's. But they were really trying. She was really hell-bent and upset about you being a mod when I gave you a wrench on my channel. She was really wanting to position herself with Nunya and Amethyst, who have wrenches, which was weird to me about that. But think about who that benefits.
Yep.
Penelope.
Right.
Who does Penelope benefit? Molly.
Yep.
Think about why they're attacking Michelle. Let's talk about it again, y'all. I don't care if you like Michelle or not. I don't like 99% of what she does. That's why we don't talk about her. That's why you don't see me over there commenting. Michelle was a distraction all along. I've been trying to tell everybody this was a distraction. Look who has stayed in Michelle's corner and around Michelle. Who did they try to shove away? Flava, because they cannot control Flava. They cannot control what Flava does, because Flava knows the facts.
Yep. But she let that happen, so I mean, I'm done with that.
Sleepyhead, that's funny that she doesn't like Nunya, because you should see how nice she was to her all the time. A lot of people are intimidated by Nunya. I'll be honest with that. People are scared of her. I don't get it, because she's super, super chill. But
it's probably because y'all named me the mob boss, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, not the mob boss."
That's true. But it's just none of this made sense. To say that Melissa, that was just intentional to dox Melissa, because Melissa was a part of that group. So what does it do? They're picking people off. Where has Molly been hanging out tonight, y'all? EKC's channel. Molly is brave enough to talk shit over there and mention me on EKC's channel, her C string streamers and misinformation cronies. But who does EKC align with? AJ community.
Yep, she does.
That's where she comes from. and you think that Lori isn't involved, and you think that I can prove that Lori and Penelope, they are one and the same. I mean, that's never been denied. But then I have text messages supposedly, well, they're from Roseanne, that are supposedly from Lori, aka Penelope, claiming that she don't really like Molly. She's just playing Molly.
What?
And let me tell you.
Hold on, say that again for the people in the back, please.
Guess who was sending me everything out of Molly's Patreon? Every single post that Molly, yeah, it was Roseanne.
Penelope, because Roseanne's never in there.
Yes, it's Penelope. Like, again, so Penelope was either sending it to, if they're not one and the same, which it's either a shared account or they're one and the same. It's either a shared account or one and the same. And whoever it is real dumb, because somebody out here knows who Lori is. Penelope is. Somebody out here knows who Roseanne is. Roseanne also sent me an FBI form that she supposedly filled out and submitted on this when Molly doxed her. Yeah, I have that too.
The IC3 form, because I sent it to her to fill out.
Yep. And then, but all of it's blocked out. So you can't see what was supported, like what was sent, anything, like you can't tell. So again, she said, what she told me was, if I posted it to watermark it, I ain't watermarking shit. Like, I ain't watermarking the police report. What? Why? So then Molly can have another go around of saying, who watermarks the police report?
Right.
Like, y'all.
So I don't know if you want to talk about the ignorance on the web or not.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. You guys,
okay.
I got a page about me.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm big time now.
You on it popping, sis.
You in the big leagues.
You got a hate group.
Joe, what's the name of it?
Ignorance on the web.
Ignorance.
So it's really just like nonsense on the web, but it's ignorance on the web. And so it's a channel dedicated. It's actually technically dedicated to you, Uni, and KJ.
Oh, y'all.
Well, they can't have nothing about nonsense on there, because nonsense got all facts. So what they gonna rebuke?
That's
they
why
say?
I can't wait. Because do you know how badly? And
we
you
gonna
know
have
the
fun with
unfortunate
that.
part is they get a piece of information and they be running with it like they got all the facts.
Yep.
Just like Elle did, right? So their dumbasses are gonna get the information from Molly. And then they're going to be like, oh, my God, I got this information from Molly. I'm legit. Let me go put this video out because nonsense is stupid. And they're going to look so freaking stupid.
Don't get red.
So stupid. Listen, when exactly,
Molly's real stupid right now, because it's clearly, obviously, me and Flava aren't the same person. We don't even sound this. I'm not even close to sounding the same
at all.
Isn't it?
I'm an old lady, you know, and I'm country as hell. I know y'all hear that. I'm glad I can hear myself.
I'm country too. I'm country, real country. Let me tell y'all something else real quick. I ain't gonna speak too much on her situation. I'm not gonna say her name, but I want to let y'all know that one of the people that I was talking to nonsense and Nunya about, we was questioning. They actually have some of her information that they're holding above her head.
Oh yeah,
I can imagine.
I can
imagine.
Talking about yeah, it shocks me. That's why at the end of the day, I don't know why they're so focused on people like from your group, or again, they can't base anything off facts, so they have to go to a personal level. But that's why they're so hell-bent to try and find my identity, and why they're working. I've told y'all I don't even have a traffic ticket, so keep on. Like, you're not going to shut me up, even with my background and everything. And even if I did, go ahead.
I said from day one, ain't nobody, I'm not scared,
Yeah,
I mean, what you gonna do?
But the intentional doxing too, like, think back, y'all, on when she made such a big deal out of doxing Roseanne, but Roseanne was never really doxed.
Nope.
Like,
all I know is it's not going to shut me up.
Y'all are not saying who's speaking. Just putting that out there.
Oh, Melissa, I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to stop going after Molly. I'm not going to stop warning families what her and Justin and LB and their whole little stupid ass groups are about. I will talk to each and every family just to let them know. I like to show them videos of just who exactly you sick ass people are. And I won't stop. You can dox me all you want to. I don't care. I have nothing in my background other than my kids skip school. Big fucking deal.
I can't
You
even
know,
believe that was something that they actually, I thought that was just made up shit. I can't believe that actually has
That was so petty. That was so petty.
from 2009, right, Melissa?
yes, 2009. He was skipping school. I got called into court. He got yelled at by the judge. I didn't get a fine. I didn't get a ticket. I got to make sure your kid goes to school. Okay. My son knew at that point, if he didn't start going to school, he was going to get his ass kicked by his mama because I'm not paying a fine. I'm not getting no ticket. And the problem was solved, but that's all you have on me. That's all that's in my background because I don't have speeding tickets. I follow the law, but I will tell you this. I do live in Texas. We are a stand your ground state. We're real big on the Second Amendment, and we have this little thing called constitutional carry, which means I don't even have to have a license to carry my weapon concealed, although I do have a license, but I don't have to. So when you come to Texas, what you're going to do, Molly, is when you knock on my door, you're going to knock on the fuck around and find out. And I also got a huge Great Pyrenees who looks like the sweetest, gentlest giant, but she will eat your face off if she feels like she needs to. So please, Molly, come knock on my door. I'm begging you to knock on my door. I'm begging you to keep doxing me. I don't care. It just shows how stupid you truly are. And by the way, you don't actually know what town I live in, but if you're going to come to Granbury, you should at least learn how to spell the town's name. And it's not Grandberry. It's Granbury, Granbury. There's no Granberries here. So, Molly, get above your third grade education.
You
and
know,
use
Robin did all her work. She don't know how to spell. Robin did all her work.
Y'all, you guys want me to read you guys the last message I got from Roseanne today? You want me to read you guys the last?
Absolutely, we sure do.
Okay, 10:32 a.m. Well, let's back up till yesterday. I said, "Oh, okay." Actually, I'm gonna go back to Sunday. Sunday, 1:51 p.m. And I will share this. My screen recording of my messages with Roseanne is over 43 minutes long. It's bad. Like, yes.
What?
And Roseanne has been great about like the truth and the facts and stuff. So again, it's really confusing. But let me continue. Sunday, 1:51 p.m. I said to Nosy Rosie, Penelope absolutely has involved herself in this BS. She was the first one I blocked. I don't know why she'd even care that she's mentioned, considering she's very much a part of the nonsense happening in the background. She is all up in it, just like the rest of them. Sunday, 4:51 p.m. She says, I've told you before that she wanted to back out of Molly's Patreon, but I asked her not to. Then she was all set to back out on the 26th, but I changed her mind because of the stuff going on with Flava. She's been mentioned in there a few times lately. I'd like to know why. That's not her fault for doing things I ask her to do. I don't know what Flava's up to, but I can tell you it's not good. It's no secret I don't like Michelle, but Flava sabotaging her is absolutely bullshit.
Oh.
Flava's not the one trying to sabotage Michelle, just an FYI. She continues, and have no doubt that it is exactly what she's doing. She's also scaring the shit out of Danielle, which is unacceptable. Either way, I plan on being, well, she's meant to say, either way, I plan on bringing this to the forefront, which is, think you would appreciate considering we are all sick to death of the drama and the confusion. She says, Flava's been mentioned in Molly's Patreon. 8:25 in the morning, I said, yeah, Flava is being doxxed again, but it's not her once again. Such a mess. She goes, please tell me how she's being doxxed when she's not using her real name. I said, it's not her being doxxed. It's someone else. Anyways, they are running with incorrect info, but that's just a thing over there. They're called phishing, it seems. I said, it's just time it all gets addressed, because why all the issues and drama? Because honestly, I still don't get the point of all the drama, what all the drama is. It makes zero sense and has no benefit to anybody but Molly. Molly is the only one benefiting from this drama. Well, and her cronies. She says, oh, I completely agree. The drama will be addressed. This was today at 10:32. I'll most likely be doing it myself. I know you don't believe Flav is creating the drama, but I have proof. So please keep it between us, as I have always have for you. I feel it's common courtesy. I've always kept your secrets, and I'd appreciate the same from you. She's not keeping any secrets, just so you guys.
What?
I say the same shit to all of you guys. I don't like who I don't like, and I think they're pieces of shit. No big shock. Anyways,
It's because Roseanne forgets what she says to who.
Flava is downright snake, and I intend on proving that. She's going to get what she deserves. I feel sorry for Nunya, but she should have listened. I had zero reason to lie. Why are you going at Nunya again? Anyways, 11:06, she continues. But this time, she says, this is from Penelope, ... Because I didn't respond. She says, you know what's crazy? I went back and watched my videos where I talked about my job. Never once did I say I treat patients. I said I work in the healthcare and the medical field, which is true. And I said I have a master's in psychology, which is also true. So nonsense, want to expose me is hilarious. What's she going to expose? If she actually did her own research, she'd know there's nothing to expose. I didn't say nothing about exposing Penelope.
Wow.
I said Penelope and I, oh, actually, let me go back and read you that one. About me and Penelope having to come into Jesus. Let's go back a minute. Penelope wrote to me on Sunday at 8:35 and said, I'm starting to get my feelings hurt. I've always supported you and your channel because I thought you were honest and someone who presents only facts. I've always been loyal to you. I've done whatever I can to get whatever information you can use to expose the facts, and I've never asked you for a thing. Okay. She sent me a lot of information, and 99% of it has never been used, but okay. I truly considered you a friend and never been dishonest with you. I'm not asking you to choose sides. I'm asking you to hear me out, and I'm asking you to consider Flava is not the person she portrays herself to be. Not only have I sent you the proof that Flava has been shady and dishonest, I haven't seen proof of that yet. I've also sent you the proof that Flava is dishonest on every live panel she goes on. After all, I've confided in you. It hurts my feelings that it feels like you don't believe me when I've been here from day one supporting you. I still support you, nonsense. I just want you to open eyes. Bitch, my
What is
eyes.
wrong with her?
Sincerely, your biggest fan, Stan.
What is wrong with her? I've been on one live panel. I went on Science Girls live panel.
Mm-hmm.
So Flava, can I ask you some questions?
Go ahead, boo.
Let's start off with, who do you portray yourself to be?
I'm me. What? I don't know what this lady talking about. What is she talking about for real?
Okay.
I'm confused. I'm serious. I'm confused.
Let
Okay.
me.
So what was your purpose in starting your group? Let's
As the
talk
group
about that.
says, uncovering fraud in the Von McCrae case, exposing MGL. Period.
Okay.
Period.
All right. And that's what even if you got off focus for a little bit, but that is what your focus has remained the entire time, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just asking for clarification purposes, because I don't get it.
Roseanne got a lot to say. Roseanne, are you in chat? Are you sitting back in the bushes? Come on, panel. We need to have a woman, please.
And we won't do the gang up shit either. Like, that just doesn't work over here. But
because you got too much to say in people inboxes about me.
let me tell you guys my response, though. You guys are gonna love this, because we get Penelope's reaction from this response. Just wait. I said to her, this is this is funny. If you are getting your feelings hurt by this drama, I'm so sorry. The drama with all the shit with Flava, Danielle, you, and all the others is too much. I haven't spoken to Flava either recently because I want nothing to do with this shit. Flava, I haven't spoken to you either, right?
Like, nope, you haven't.
I mean, and it was nothing to do. I was sick, y'all. Like, okay, today or tomorrow, I'll be addressing it live on stream because I'm done with all of it. Penelope and me are gonna have a come to Jesus, I feel, too, because she is my issue with what you were saying also. She hasn't left Molly's Patreon. There's others in there. She's still playing the same dirty game she's been playing. She is not intending on leaving childish bullshit games they are all playing. MGL's show late last night was very obvious of who is involved. You know, I've been honest with you that I don't trust anyone, but the shit with Penelope is absolutely fuck shit. I don't agree with Michelle on much at all, but what they are doing is disgusting as fuck. And Penelope is still claiming she's a professional or not correcting that she's not. So it's time it all gets addressed. This isn't my drama to handle, but I'm done with everyone wanting me in the middle of it. It's ridiculous and disgusting. We know there's been not a single cent spent on Marvon. We know thousands were raised. We know that this shit's been a complete lie from them all. And they can't talk about all that. They focus on the bullshit created drama. It'll all fall as it does, but I'm done being pulled into it. But then, like, she goes back and forth. But this is my response from Penelope. Okay. This is from Penelope at 106 today. You know what? It's crazy. I went back and watched my videos. Why are you having such a strong response, Penelope? To me, thinking it's fucked that you claim to be a professional and the way you're doing Michelle. So I don't respond to that again. She says, so nonsense want to expose me? It's hilarious. What's she going to expose? If she actually did her own research, she'd know there is nothing to expose. Roseanne, honey, if you've been going around, which you have, telling everybody that you basically speak for me or
Wow.
me, or that I'm going to interview you or that you're part of the nonsense team, honey, no, you're not. No, just stop, please. If anybody's been told that, please ask me because that's not the truth. So then I didn't respond. She says, nonsense. Flava put Danielle's information out. Why in the heck are you listening to Flava? I'm not letting this go. Danielle has been put through enough of Flava, and I'm sick to death of it. I'm planning on exposing myself. Why would Flava apologize to Molly? All this for what? Maybe you best start doing research because Flava is lying through her teeth. Stay tuned, nonsense, because I'm not letting this go. You say verify everything, and that both true. She was double texting, double talking, double stamping in that one. She was so pissed off.
Damn, I'm in 9th grade all over again.
Roseanne, if you're
Hence
not
the reason why.
pissed.
When did I put Danielle's information up? On what?
knows?
Flava, I'm just going to tell you. You know, when we were talking the other day about accounts getting hacked and this and that, they have Danielle convinced that you were the one hacking their accounts.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
I mean, I just want to know what type of magic trick, like how is it possible that you could be on a panel in somebody else's chat and writing Facebook posts plus doing other research all at the same time as one person?
This is crazy. This is crazy. They knew, I'm telling you, they knew that I was the direct person standing beside Danielle. And if they came to her with bullshit, no, you ain't coming to her with bullshit. I told Danielle, close your inboxes down. Don't respond to nobody. If y'all want to address Danielle, come through me. And I told everybody in the group that.
So I'm just going to tell you, Flava, that's the whole reason I asked you what state you live in.
That is crazy.
Because I wanted to see what was being said. And boy, wouldn't you know it, they're like, oh, yeah, the hacking's coming from that state.
Oh,
so I don't know if they were using a VPN or what, but they got her pretty convinced it was you trying to hack into her accounts.
That is
also convinced your other admins too, I think.
Oh my God.
I think the other ladies might have or considered what there's been a lot of shit happening in boxes.
I just would like to say, Flava, like I want to be like you when I grow up, because literally, I mean, I really hope you understand the impact that you had obviously in this community for them to be going so hardcore against you.
Oh, yes.
And I would definitely advise that any of the other people, we know that other people have, we know, I'm not going to name names, but some of you have filed police reports, and some of you, like you need to, you need to be careful who you're speaking to, you know, I'm not saying don't trust your friends. If you've exchanged personal information with them and they've been good to you, then okay, fine. But I would absolutely, you need to know that they are doing whatever it takes to stop this.
I can't believe they told they got all my admins believing that I was against them. Like really? Like Danielle backed all the way up for me. Like that hurts my feelings, like for real, because me and Danielle were friends on Facebook, like in real life.
I actually encourage, if any of the other ex-admins are in here, to reach out and talk to Flava, because I didn't even go into detail with them, the ones I have talked to, about what was going on, because I was also trying to pluck their brains at the same time of what they were assuming, and I was getting the same thing. But then again, everything I could, and we have checked everything multiple directions. She's never provided proof of any claim she's made on Flava. Never. She's told me that Flava was Pam. She's told me that Flava and Melissa were the same person. She's told me that Flava and other people are the same. It's not the truth. Like, we could verify this shit, y'all. And this is why it's getting brought out, because then they tried to use Penelope. Molly has tried to use Penelope against Science Girl, who Science Girl, I don't think, would have known the anti-KJ community, because we're crossing communities here. So they probably didn't know who Penelope was. But then when Penelope, she went the other angle and tried to almost like back down and like apologize, kind of not as Molly's attack dog, because they were running with that narrative that she was pulling away from Molly. In reality, she's never pulled away. She's never intended on pulling away.
No.
I have screenshots. Hold on. Let me.
And the only reason why she's still going in Michelle is because Michelle is pulling in 700-800 viewers on her lives. And Molly, half of them are Molly people, No. It's a bunch of mess.
The narrative is on here. It says Roseanne. That's all it says. And then everything else is blinked out by the ICD-9 form. Let me read you the text messages.
Can I just respond to one comment? LG, although we believe that's possible, that I know of, we don't have any proof of that. So LG wants to know if any of you have proof that Roseanne's doxing was just fake. I know for me, I know it's a theory I have, because it looked very different than everybody else's.
Yeah, it was kind of open and shut real fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the only thing I have for that is I can show you where there were a lot of us in those comments saying the same exact things as Roseanne. So why pick Roseanne?
Yeah,
like
and
her
she had
comment
just
was no different than everybody else's.
She had just became an admin. Yep.
Here's my thing. The reason I feel like the doxing was fake is because immediately, that's kind of how I got in touch with Roseanne, because right after the doxing happened is when Molly started talking about Jake Brown. And I was very vocal on the Jake Brown page about, don't talk to Molly. I'll do whatever I can to, find actual real solutions than some idiot showing up here screaming her full head off. So then Roseanne came in real fast and hard with, oh yeah, don't talk to Molly, this or that. But, and again, oddly enough, Molly chose Roseanne to go after. This just seemed so, looking back, it's so suspicious, because anytime Molly and them have brought up any other families, Roseanne's nowhere to be found trying to tell those people not to talk to Molly. It was only on Jake Brown, who Molly happened to be talking about at the time. Mm-hmm. And this was Molly's second time trying to get in touch with that family. So she knew that there was going to be those of us who were going to push back on her. And then, bam, there's Roseanne in there. And bam, Molly chooses to go after Roseanne when she wasn't saying anything any worse than any of the rest of us.
And I would have thought she would have immediately went after Melissa anyway, because Melissa is right down there where Jake Brown's family is. And me and Melissa have spoken with Jake Brown's family.
And there was other ones too. And that's why I mentioned that earlier today. And I don't know if anybody really caught it when I said that Roseanne was supposedly doxed too. Roseanne was also the one who shared the Cash App that they've been complaining about. She was the first one to share Joy's PayPal and information on Facebook. She asked me to do it. She did it on the comments on my page. none of this makes sense because now what are they complaining about? Dre getting money.
Yep.
But Roseanne and Penelope are best buds. I just found the text messages. So Roseanne sent me 2 text messages. Again, all they say is Lori Lane on the top of them. You can't really tell. I don't, it could be anybody. But again, Roseanne sent me these, claiming that these were from Lori to her. The one says, I love that nonsense, called her out about lying, saying she has all your info. Molly, you never keep info in. And then you phone died. Plug it in, bitch. And she puts stuff in quotation marks. So she's obviously watching. And Roseanne responded to her and says, me too. I told her she doesn't have shit. There's absolutely no way she wouldn't say something about a drug habit. And then Roseanne says, or Roseanne, the next one she sends me, it's from Lori to her, and it says, don't feel bad at all. Even if I would have never texted her, she still would have been saying that. Nothing I've texted her has been any reason for her to say that. Nonsense is awesome. How fun would it be for the 3 of us to do a live together or make videos together?
Oh gosh.
Penelope,
So Roseanne doing videos too?
why you bitches make a page without me now? About me. You make one about me, not with me. What the fuck?
Hey, but here's the thing we could do is ask her to come up on panel with Penelope, you know, kind of like me and Flava have done tonight. So then you can prove there are actually 2 people or if they're one and the same person.
Absolutely.
You already know good and well. We'll never see Roseanne's profile again after today. That's number 1.
I don't think so either, none.
Number 2, you already know Penelope's gonna be out trying to throw up some damn stupid ass screenshots that everybody already has and looking at it with a totally different context because she don't know what the hell's going on. And so she's just gonna be putting them up like she got all these facts and truth behind her when she doesn't. I'm gonna need her to just go ahead and again, I'm no fan of Michelle's. I don't think that what Penelope is doing right. I think it's fucked up. And again, no different than I said to Amber last week on Science Girls channel, what they're doing is wrong. And if they can look at themselves in the mirror and sleep with themselves at nighttime, knowing that they have zero integrity and make money off of that, then that's between them and their God. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, same. And I want nothing to do with any of it. Like, this drama, y'all, has been so counterproductive because it doesn't, at the end of the day, and this is what I kept saying to Roseanne over and over again, like, the drama, none of this plays a role in the facts of the story. Like, none of this would change the facts of the story. And that's
can I also add a part of that is why we're addressing it is because literally this started, and I'm no joke. You'll see, I'll post I'll post the whole screen record. You could read from start to end on my messages. This entire thing started on September 26th.
Sound about right.
September, when Nonsense went on vacation, that's when this started.
That's when it started.
And it was like, and literally we said on that weekend, my name's Bennett, I ain't in it. Yep. Y'all figure that out with each other. It kept going and it has not stopped to this day. You'll see in the message, it doesn't stop.
Yep, that's when it started. That's when it started. I had just got my wrench too.
Yes. And then I had just given Flava a wrench. Everything was great. I was going away for just a couple days. I checked in, goofed off, sent pictures to Nunya and Amethyst and was like, blah, blah, blah. I swear, I went to leave Arizona to come back home and shit was popping off so bad. They were hitting. And then as soon as I get home the next day, I think I'm being warned to not trust Nunya. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck just happened this weekend?
I can't believe she went there with Nunya.
That was the biggest, you're fucking dumb. Like, for me, and again, because, and it's not like I know Nunya like so much better than everybody else or anything like that, but if I had reason to not she would have already showed me that. Like, let's be honest. Like,
most definitely.
I would have already seen that. And she has been as transparent with you guys as she is with me. Like, we're just not up here doing the fucking drama for shits and giggles, y'all.
Nanya has always, I'm sorry,
No,
Nanya has always been 100 with me any
Yep.
time of the day. If I pop off something in a group and we don't went off on somebody, she'll pull me to the side. She don't say nothing to me out in public where everybody else can read. She put me to the side. Hey, let's handle
That's
it
not a
this
good
way.
look. That
You know
don't
what I'm
match
saying?
what you're trying to do. Stay
You know,
focused.
And I can respect that because that's woman to woman.
Yeah.
So I can't believe she came like that about Nanya. I really can't.
Oh, she was trying to go between you two. Well, and that's what I kept sitting there like waiting for her to go at Amethyst.
First, that what started.
Yeah, she went between Flava and Nanya, and then she couldn't really work herself that way 100%. So then she came between, or tried to come between me and Nanya, which is so immature because we're all inclusive. Everybody's a Tessa over here. Like, it's not like that. I don't get.
Everybody's welcome.
I feel like Roseanne is really young. To me, Roseanne seems very young and immature and influential, and Penelope seems older and more controlling and direct. That's why I think it's
to me, Penelope seems like Roseanne is one of her alter egos. And I believe her experience in psychology actually comes from being schizophrenic, in my opinion, of course. And so Roseanne is just one of her alter egos. Lori Lane, that's another one of them. And so it's just whoever. So maybe Roseanne is this young ditzy, chick that just says crazy things and does crazy things and believes crazy things, whatever. I don't know, but that's my personal belief. I don't have no facts to back that up. That is just my current theory. And Penelope can absolutely 100% come for anything she wants to over here.
Yeah.
Because I'm like Melissa, I gotta fuck around and fuck around and find out button 2 at my house.
Exactly.
I love it.
Period.
And somebody said that earlier, like it's just part of having a page, a panel, anything like that to get doxxed. Yeah, absolutely it is. And it will happen. Like my identity will come out. I'm very well aware of that. And I'm not holding it for any other reason other than you want to play a game with me? Let's play. You guys have been playing so hard, and I have been people that know who I am, very well know.
Yep.
It is. I'm known to a certain group of people because that's the people I fuck with. Otherwise, it doesn't matter who I am because the facts are the facts.
But wait, can we play a game? I would like to play a game.
Look, the thing with us is, Molly, Penelope is a MGL follower. All her little people over there, they gonna do whatever she wants them to do. Us, no, we lead our groups. She just have a bunch of followers. Penelope ain't no leader. She's not no leader. She a follower
I
as
gotta
well.
interrupt for just a second. I'm gonna hop off. My husband is about to make his nightly call to me. So, but thanks for letting me come up. Thanks for letting me say what I needed to say
Thank
to
you.
Molly. And I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming up. And I'm sorry you got drug in all of this too. Thank you for everything you've been doing too. You are a hell of an advocate.
It's all good, except for now I'm gonna sound real stupid. I don't know how to get off of here.
Down at the bottom, you just hit the leave.
I'll kick you out.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, this felt like a weight coming off my chest, you guys. I'm serious.
Sorry that it took us so long.
It feels like a weight has been lifted off me because I've been feeling just so hammered down. My fight wasn't gone, but I just wasn't kicking up dust no more.
Well, that was their intention. That's been the intention. I feel super bad, and I have to apologize. I'm sorry that I didn't address this sooner. I didn't bring it out. I love the drama. I'll be the first to say that again. But I hate this type of drama when it involves people that I actually fuck with, that I actually have really seen their passion, their heart. It really started to bother me about, all of this shit because we just could not walk it back that you were the problem. And we still can't. They have not provided proof of that. Again, they've claimed that you are so many people that you're not. It's just unbelievable. And there's the only people that are that involved to shit like this is Penelope, Roseanne, Erica. Molly's Patreons. Again, y'all, if you fuck with those people in the drama community where Penelope has been hanging out and Roseanne has been hanging out, please make sure they're aware to be very careful. Erica is dangerous. Penelope seems dangerous. She's claiming to be a mental health professional. Then she claims that that was just a lie Molly came up with. Again, these screenshots, I will post it all. Give me a little bit of time because, like I said, the screen recording of the messages is 43 minutes. It's ridiculous. But this shit exists. I wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't true. So I don't know who's what's going on, but something is. Hold on, I gotta mute. My kid needs me.
Oh my goodness.
So while she does, I see some of the other people are here. So if you're just coming in, because I see she had the comment up there, I would encourage those who were mods in the Uncovering Fraud group that, you know, you go back to the beginning of this live if you haven't been here the whole time and just watch some of what happened. Like I said earlier, I think it's very unfortunate that you ended up having you know, that fallout, and that, you know, again, I think that her purpose was served. You know, she wanted you guys to break down because you were doing something, you were making waves, and she needed to quiet the water. And unfortunately, because it was a lot of drama, which I do understand, you know, unfortunately it temporarily worked. But hopefully the others will watch this and just see that, you know, it wasn't in vain, so to speak.
I hope they.
The game I wanted to play is I wanted to see if Nonsense will read that. There's a message from Penelope that describes that she's in healthcare, but not this. And maybe we could guess, like, what type of job does she have in the medical profession without being a medical doctor?
I like that game.
We can play it. Give me 1 second. I'll actually
Okay.
take it outside and we'll go play this. And anybody, Flava, again, like, y'all, please go do your own research. We're not telling you to believe us. We're not telling you. You can see this shit yourself. If you've had these people in your inbox, you'll hear what we're saying. You know what we're saying is not falsified. Like, if you've had personal experience, you can attest to your own and go do your own research. But who she's claiming Flava is, all of these things that Flava is responsible for, it's not factual. There's no proof to back up what they're saying. They said that they're waiting to release all these messages. There'll be messages between the ex-admins and Flava. There's been stuff that was leaked out there. Of course, when you have somebody purposely weaseling their way in and trying to make things happen, you're going to see shit talked from both sides, because people, after they've built a trust and somebody comes in and destroys that, people are angry and upset and hurt. So you see a natural reaction. And my hope is that if any of these people have had problems with you, anything like that, they come to you and talk to you about it and break it down of what went wrong and where it went wrong, because I think they'll learn a lot.
And
Ginger, I can respect that.
I was going in people's chats, and as soon as I make one comment in people's chats, I was getting backlash. Like, I'm like, hold up, what's going on? You know, I didn't even know what they was talking about, half of them. I see now, though.
Yep. Hey, Mercedes girl. Welcome. You're late. That's okay, though. Somebody said patient. She takes the vitals. Oh, like a what are they? A medical assistant. Now, this is not to, let me put the disclaimer. This is not to down anybody who does these jobs. We're just working on guessing what the job is. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me grab the messages. Give me 1 second, and I'm going to light a cigarette. If anybody's coming in, this is a lot, but please just be very careful of what you're doing. The Penelope post yesterday was directed at me, all because I said we were going to have a come into Jesus to Roseanne. I've never talked to Penelope that I know of, unless they're the same person, which is very highly likely.
I was wondering who that was about.
Michelle says she's a rectal image reader. Front desk, CNA.
Yeah, there was a fake Flavor. They had cloned a different flavor and went in Michelle's chat, and Valentina made a mistake and modded both of the flavors. So the rogue flavor started deleting everybody. It was 2 flavors.
I gotta figure out which one for sure you want me to read, Dunya. Hold on.
It's the one. It's the one where she says, like, I've never said I'm a. Basically, like, I'm paraphrasing. I've never said I'm a doctor. I just said I work in the medical field, and like in a medical building. And yes, I do have a psychology degree, or master, or whatever it is. Do you know what message I'm talking about? I want to say it was maybe, it was, if it wasn't today, it was yesterday. You just read it earlier.
Ginger hair. Roseanne said that she was gonna post our admin's chat, but no one ever got it. Right.
I got it.
And that's what she said to y'all.
What happened?
I was reading one of the comments. Ginger hair said, "So did I hear this right? Roseanne put the admin's chat public." No,
I've never seen them.
I
haven't seen him either.
Okay, let me. Sorry, the furnace guy came this late. He's just now here, so my dogs are like freaking out. Okay. This is from Penelope. You know what's crazy? I went back and watched my videos where I talked about my job. Never once did I say I treat patients. I said I work in healthcare and the medical field, which is true. And I said I have a master's in psychology, which is also true.
So she doesn't treat patients, but she works in the healthcare field, and she has a degree.
Master's in psychology, but she doesn't.
I don't think the master's in psychology to me is like, I don't think the two are related. I don't know if she's actually using the degree if she doesn't teach patients. I mean, treat patients. In my head, I could be wrong. Y'all know more than I do about this stuff.
I don't think she is either. Not having a master's in it, but she's not treating. I don't see how she could be using her degree.
I think she's in an administrative role. I think maybe she took a psychology course. But if she has a degree in psychology, she had no idea what flying monkeys referred to.
Here's another interesting conversation between me.
She's the one at the door who asked the COVID symptom questions.
It could be. Let me read you guys some more to maybe give you some more clues.
Okay.
So Roseanne says to me, I had must have said like nothing about this is good. And she said nothing about any of this is good. No, she's never spoken to her at all. I'm not sure who she's referencing. I'll have to go back through the messages.
It was Molly.
Oh, okay. And I said, wow, what the fuck? She could legit get sued for fucking Molly. Not for fucking Molly, but for fucking Molly.
Oh God, they're gonna clip that shit. And she said I was fucking Molly, and I've never fucked Molly.
Well, obviously that's what they're doing still, but okay. I said this gets worse and worse. She responds and says she spoke to an internet attorney, and he said she's fine about Penelope and her claims of being professional. An internet attorney said she's fine. I'm just hoping it'll all stop. I'm sick of stressing over Michelle. I tried harder than anyone to protect her and help her, but when people like Flava are sneaking around with 10 fucking alts pretending to have her back, there's nothing much I can do. And I said, wait, her husband isn't an attorney either? Because remember, Penelope's husband's supposedly an attorney?
Yes.
Roseanne says she's not married.
What? Hold on.
Yep. And then I said, and no, she's not okay to impersonate any type of professional. If she's licensed, which you say she's not, thankfully, that would be bad. She goes, yeah, I'm glad she's not as well. Roseanne, referring to Penelope. I said, how exactly does she plan on exiting? She's only getting further with her buddies over there. getting in further with her buddies over there. Roseanne says, have you watched her videos? She doesn't diagnose anyone. I said, it doesn't matter if she does. And no, I haven't watched Penelope's videos except 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. I can't stomach her
I can't eat
content. Sorry. No, not for me. I will never say it's okay for anybody claiming, no, not going to fuck with that. Sorry. She doesn't even talk to them. That's the crazy part. The only time she does is to get a comment out to Michelle, LOL. And I said, Justin calls her his sweet friend. She talks to them, dear, 100%. She says, I hate Molly so much for using her and lying. Who does that? She's like, Justin, I knew that. And I said, Molly does, but Penelope walked right into it. Why did she switch from Lori Lane to Penelope? And she says, I can't stand him, talking about Justin. He acts like everyone's his friends. She can't stand to watch his boring ass. Supposedly, Penelope can't stand to watch Justin's boring ass.
I wonder, does Penelope know Roseanne saying all this stuff about her?
Well,
Penelope's gonna have some problem with Molly and Justin, ain't she?
If it is one person, this is a really different ego. Whew. And she goes, I don't know why she switched. I'm thinking because her real name is Lori. That's what Roseanne said to me, just so we're clear. I said, she claimed in comments under Lori she was a retired professional, I'm sure of. I'll have to go back and check if I get time. But girl, something isn't adding up with her at all. No one is going to walk into a Molly trap. She was the biggest anti-KJ in the start.
Yep.
Sorry, the guy's leaving and my dog's barking. So this has been something that supposedly she's not married, according to Roseanne, but according to Molly, she's married to an attorney. According to Molly, she's a mental health professional that works in the field. According to Roseanne, she is in the medical field, in healthcare, has a degree, but does not work with patients or does not treat patients.
Treat patients. Yeah.
Treat patients. So I don't know what you all make of this. How many votes that Penelope and Roseanne are one and the same right now? Drop a 1 in the comments. How many people think that they're a shared account and 2 different people running the account, but from Molly's camp? They're from Molly's camp. Penelope is 100% Molly's camp. Penelope, fuck my ass. You're from Molly's Patreon. And so wait.
Drop a 2. You that's a lot of options for your second option.
Yeah, I know. Just put a 1. I'm just is Penelope possibly Goose? The sweet friend reference that they always use for Goose gets used for
no.
You.
I don't think so.
I think where'd Robin go? Robin, you know about these people.
Yes, Robin.
I've never asked her anything and I would never put her on the spot. But this is the thing. People know. Somebody knows who Penelope is. Lori Lane, aka whoever this anti-Katie is. Who else is in the anti-Katie community? Erica Shingara. Who else is in the mix of all this stuff?
Now, you know good and well the anti-Katie community does not like being there. Is an actual community and these people are not a part of it and they do not like for you to call them out. Last time we talked about the anti-KJ community, they came in deep into the comments. They are not with us. Do not say this is us. We have nothing to do with this.
Which one's going to claim Lori? I wonder which one. Is it going to be the Steve McRae side of it or the Charlotte on the web side of it? Because that seems to be 2 separate groups right there, like the Steve McRae and the Charlotte. So who does Lori belong to? Y'all, which one are you claiming her?
Hey, I read a comment earlier in chat. Somebody was asking, we should ask KJ because it was somebody that filed some type of report trying to about her lawsuit.
Yes.
Did you read that?
I saw that too.
Okay.
Yeah. I might ask Katie. I tried not to ask her much about like I don't talk to her like people assume. And I haven't ran any of this by her because I don't even know if she knows how many of these people actually like live on hating her. That's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, it is.
That's got to be a weird feeling.
Content all day long is KJ. I mean, my head will pop off my shoulders. No.
Yeah, I think I personally feel like Penelope Lori associates with the EKC, considering that's where Molly went today, was to EKC. And they had Penelope's been making comments and pages today and also on her channel about me. And then randomly there's a ignorance on the web that pops up a page today.
Well, Lori Lane is one of her Facebook names. Who knows what else Penelope goes by? That's just one of her
I don't see this
I'm willing to
Penelope
say, in my
Harris
opinion.
name. I don't see this Penelope Harris name before.
Oh, and then whoever that was that Michelle was doxing, or wherever they got that info from, I think that was sent intentionally to her to do that with the wrong information. And I think it's also been done to somebody else to try and get her to dox somebody with the wrong information from that camp too.
Oh, I love it, Rayanne. Congrats. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Comments. You know, that's.
Hey, Smiles.
There's so much. Wait, what did she say? In your opinion? Sorry, guys, we're not.
I'm almost positive that Penelope claims that she treats addicts.
Yes, she does.
I only watched her twice for a couple of times.
She did say she worked in addiction medicine previous to me blocking her on Facebook. She actually made comments and went back.
But she doesn't treat patients, though, Jennifer Stewart.
Yeah, she doesn't treat patients, but she works in addiction medicine is one of the claims. But she also made multiple other claims as the Lori account. Like, she was going hard and heavy. She was my first huge problem on Facebook.
Mine too. Every chat I was in, she was coming right behind me on Facebook.
It was wild.
And she was ruthless in there too.
So I'm curious. I don't know if either of you guys know or anybody in the chat knows. So if a person is in the medical profession, right, and has some type of medical license. So number one, is there a job you do that you have a medical license, but you do not treat patients? So that'd be my number one question. Number two, if you have a medical license and you happen to also have, like, having that type of YouTube, is that a conflict of interest with your medical license at all?
I would think so, because what I'm licensed as, you know, we go by oath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I see somebody out in the street, you know, then we're supposed to, you know, try to help.
You're supposed to do no harm. So depending on what her license is, like, so
maybe an admin at a rehab facility.
Yeah, it would really depend if she's licensed or not. So you can have a lot of degrees in the medical profession and all of that without having a license. If she's licensed, which, if anybody remembers, she claimed that her information could never be found. She's not doxable. Her information is protected, which, if she is a licensed anything, that's not true. Her information would be out there. Because
aren't medical, like, because don't you have to get, like, you have to go to a board to get a medical license, right? And so isn't your license public information?
Yep, people will be able to look it up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It would be out there too. So that's why I think she's probably not a licensed professional in any capacity, because here's my thing. If she is licensed, there are so many things that she could absolutely, she's tiptoeing on lines. And if you listen to her, most of what she says is verbatim off of mental health books, pamphlets, like it's verbatim read off of websites.
Hold on, Spivey. I think you have them mixed up. So what you're talking about is Rayanne, and we're talking about Roseanne. Two different people. Both were doxxed by her, but two different people.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been so much weird shit, especially like with the Molly and the big, like, all of their little crew saying that, you know, look at Dre, they're posting information for Dre to get Cash App donations or whatever they're claiming. Roseanne was the first one to post Dre's PayPal information on my page. That was done in my comments. We had a whole conversation about that. So why isn't it being mentioned that Roseanne did that, Molly, considering she's best buddies with your Patreon?
Mm-hmm.
Why was it only an issue when Flava did it? Again, look back at the Jake Brown stuff and tell me that that wasn't intentional, why they picked Roseanne out. And I kept saying that over and over again. It doesn't feel right. Something's not right here.
Yep, my gut told me the same thing.
And I'll be honest with you guys, I've told the girls this too. My gut instantly, I have said Roseanne, and I've probably said it to multiple people. People will ask me who she is, and I'm like, Erica, which I don't think she is because I saw Roseanne's face. And again, I heard her voice. But you know how easy it is to switch somebody in front of the camera? I mean, it could be done super easy. I don't put anything past these people.
Pug said at nonsense. So Roseanne's dox was fake.
Yeah.
I don't think she was here for that part.
We can't confirm 100%. Well, here's the thing about it. And I just read even supposedly a text message from Lori to Roseanne where they even said that, you know, I was calling Molly out for the fact that she didn't have Roseanne's information, because if she would have put it all out there like she does on everybody else's, like she did to Melissa today. She even went into something about her son's truancy or something with that. That makes me wonder too. I think I wonder, like, how do you get that? How would you get stuff about a kid's school? Like, that's deep into somebody's background.
Right.
That's like psycho stalker type shit. If you're going and finding shit about kids' schooling and doxing that publicly. And that's exactly what was done to Melissa today.
Yes. So, I didn't understand.
Can I clarify something for Pugs just for the sake of because well, anywho. So to clarify for us, Pugs, we don't have actual proof that it has happened. However, there were multiple people who posted the same exact thing that Roseanne did, and not one of those people was doxxed. There were people who went back and forth with MGL in the comments and stood their ground to say this family doesn't need to talk to you. She did not dox them. She didn't show their pictures. She only went for Roseanne, who at the time we knew was already talking to Penelope, or potentially was one of Penelope's personalities, however you want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where that came from.
Yeah, we can't. It's hard to prove that it's not, because we don't know if Roseanne and Penelope are even two different people, if that makes sense, Pugs. Like, there's just a lot of problems here. A lot.
Yep, it is.
Hillbilly, I don't think so. So Hillbilly Family Secrets wants to know, Flava, did you start on Unirock's channel when you first started making comments on YouTube?
No.
I don't think so. I think, well, I want to say you started here, but I could be wrong.
When I first started making comments, I was actually drinking the Kool-Aid then with MGL in the group. Yep.
That's what Flava's always told me. He came in, me and her came in the same way. Watching Molly and realizing, oh, whoa.
Yep.
Yeah, they do have two different voices.
Penelope. They do, Pugs. We've heard both of them speak at this point.
Yeah, they do, but they're definitely linked in, and Penelope is 100% in with MGL, 100%. And Roseanne is the middleman that's been running between everybody else, making a mess out of stuff, claiming that she is super close to Penelope, and Penelope's just basically, Roseanne came to me and asked me if I needed anything on MGL and from MGL's Patreon before Penelope left the Patreon. And I said, no, like, basically, no, I don't. He just needs to get the fuck away. Like, how is she planning on doing that? Because everybody knows that she don't let anybody go away quietly.
Nope.
But there's been no instance of that.
Hope's Echo, I don't think so, because they were both speaking on lives.
Yeah, I don't think they're voice changer.
So I don't think it's a voice changer at all.
I think there's multiple people involved in running one account, but I do think that there's a possibility that Penelope is using Roseanne. Is that a possibility? Absolutely.
Yep.
No matter what, you're not going to convince me. Penelope had such a fucking reaction to me making one comment in a private conversation with Roseanne. So first of all, Roseanne ran right to her I never said anything about exposing Penelope, never close. And look at her reaction. She went running and made this big post of, you come at me, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't coming at you. I said me and you were going to have a coming to Jesus about your claims of being a professional. I don't give a fuck. Michelle is not in the right. No, what she says is terrible. What she does, I don't agree with. I've always said that, and I don't falter at all there. But two wrongs don't make a right whatsoever, and what's being done there is absolutely disgusting. And it's intentional to continue to cover up the drama going on with MGL. It all comes from MGL's camp. Tell me it doesn't. Show me it doesn't.
Yep. It all does.
Hugs, I respect that. 100% I respect that. I get that.
And that's the thing. You don't need to, and I like that you don't have to do that, because at the end of the day, her behavior is enough. Like, we can talk about what she does out here. We don't need to throw all of this other stuff in there. But that's what they do, y'all. They've spent the last 2 days going harder for my identity. And yes, there's always somebody that's close to them that always is telling what's going on. That always happens. So when they fly, shit's happening around everybody.
I don't know if you want to keep going or not, but for me, I said what I was gonna say, so I'm gonna step down.
No, you're good. I think we're done. I think we've cleared it up. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, any questions
before we hop off here of why we're addressing this, what's going on? Y'all, and we're not going to continue this. We're going to keep it moving. Flava's going to keep doing her group. I encourage, if you guys had interaction with her before and you have questions, reach out to her. She'll talk to you. It has always been cool as shit to me, never lied to me, been straightforward with me. I can prove that with my interaction with her. That's where it is for me.
Yep, because supposedly somebody told Marissa, Flava said she wasn't through with you yet. Hey, you're right. You're right. But no, I said, I hate that this happened to you with Roseanne and Penelope, the whole thing. But at the same time, I'm glad, so that you were able to see what I was seeing the whole time.
They do it to themselves every freaking time, though. This is the problem. We would have never paid attention to this had they not dropped it in our laps.
Yep.
They put themselves here. They tried to come at Nunya, tried to come at you. And it's all been them trying to intermix in our relationships on a personal level and try to get us to question each other on a personal level. This isn't personal. And that's what y'all have been missing. This is facts in somebody's life. We're not fucking around out here. It's not about drama for us. Keep your drama in Molly's Patreon. Keep your games over on your streets. We don't want them. We don't care.
And at the end of the day, it's still a man laying in a bed. And we don't know what's going on with him. Is he going to make it another day? And a woman is still there with her husband, fighting every day, having to take care of her family.
Yeah.
While everybody else want to play games on YouTube. That's not cool. It's not cool.
Y'all, and please be careful, with the Michelle thing. I know a lot of you guys watch her. I know a lot of you guys encourage some of the shit that's going on over there, but let me be very frank. If something is to happen and it is to go further, it's being pushed, because I don't give a shit who you are. It's disgusting of any other woman that claims to be a mother to do the things that they've done to this woman. It's not the internet's business. And also, I encourage you to go research the facts there. You'll find out a bunch on your own. You don't need to listen to the creators. You can find out the truth on your own.
Yep.
Let me tell you, the truth lies in the middle. But it's not being told truthfully. Once again, they're telling you to believe them. They're not showing you proof of this stuff. And what's happening? You guys are running with the same shit. You guys are creating MGL Jr. over and over and over again. They're the same. And that's what people keep missing. The characters are all the same. That's what they're creating.
Every single time.
Yep.
It's a different face, but the same exact character.
over
3
and over,
months.
and they get so excited, like it's like this desperate for attention person. They get so excited to see the subs and the money and the monetization coming in, that's all that they see, and it blinds their ass from having any integrity. It is the same thing over and over. The face and the name of the page may change, but they're all the same people.
Yeah.
Yep, they are.
For her
It's sad. It's sad.
I'm scared for her too, and I would give anything to have a one-on-one phone call with her and talk to her, but I don't think she would listen, and I can't invest my energy there because I will become personally invested in trying to fix it, and I can't do it. So I'll be honest with everybody.
And see, that's what had me. I was able to talk to Michelle on the phone on a daily basis. We got to know each other personally, and they saw that. But I had to take a step back. It played on my mental too much. I was losing sleep, wasn't eating like I was supposed to.
I mean, ultimately, I think we can all agree that she needs some professional help.
Yep,
she really does. And none of us, well, I mean, maybe some of you are, but I'm not the professional help that she needs. So in order to ensure that she gets that, people have to stop. If people stop watching her, then she can have the time and attention that she may need from a professional.
Yep.
And that won't
But
happen.
her and Molly right now, they're not too, they're not too far off from each other. They came from the same pea pod, if you ask me, in my opinion.
Sure did. Sure do.
Created it on purpose. Like, this was a perfect opportunity. It's all about the next opportunity, like the next opportunity of drama. But the main characters in the background are all the same. I tell you guys to do roll call, or I'm going to tell you guys to do roll call every day. Find out where Goose is at. Find out where Penelope's at. Find out where MGL is. You'll find out where the problems are.
Yep. Exactly. I couldn't say it better.
But guess what? You can say it's over here. You can say we're the three. Well, throw Amethyst up here with us too. And anybody else. All of our us Tessas over here are proud to be troublemakers, because I guess we are, and we don't even realize it. We're on everybody's mind. I don't understand why I really upset people as bad as I do. But now, y'all, go plug the page about me. By the way, I don't know whose dog that is, but it's not mine. So if that was being my dog, it's not. But the dog's cute. With that said, I think we're done for the night. Anybody have any parting words that you guys want to say? I appreciate y'all coming up here and listening to us and dealing with this. Sorry again that it's so all over the place, but I feel like you guys are owed the truth, and you guys are owed to know what's going on, because as much as we're being duped, so are you guys.
Yep. And I appreciate it, you guys. I really do.
Absolutely, Flava. And this is the thing, like, sometimes we might get shit wrong from time to time. That happens. But with patience, we all just kind of let things work themselves out, and they always seem to find their way. So
yep,
it'll be what it's going to be. But thank you all for watching. Any parting words?
Go back to the beginning and watch again if you're still confused as to what's going on.
Yep.
I'm a Tessa, he's a Tessa, she's a Tessa. We're all Tessas. Wouldn't you like to be a Tessa too?
Just don't test us. Look, just don't test us.
There you go.
The next person that comes to my inbox with drama and tries to pin me and these two or anybody else against, I'm telling you to go get fucked right off the bat. I'm telling you, I don't even care if you're being honest. Leave the drama. This is why I avoid my inbox, y'all, because I can't stand the drama. And this is what it's been for months. And yep. I legit get to the point. I went on vacation and this popped off. No shit. Vacation. Vacation between strangers. But with that, I think we're done. The Tessas, y'all are Tessas. Thank you guys for all being here. Keep your head and your eyes open. Please don't trust these people. Please don't believe. Do your research. please, 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 and be careful of who you're telling stuff in your inbox. Trust no one because they are still playing hellacious games.
And
if
stop giving out your personal information to people
Yes.
on the internet.
Don't do it.
Lily, I will be inboxing you later. Hit it up. Oh, yes. Thank you, Amethyst, for being here and modding. I don't know if there's been any, I doubt there's been any problems, but
Mhm.
It was
thank
earlier,
you
but she
all. Thank you,
Good
Pugs.
night, everyone.
Good night. Y'all have a good night.
I'm going to boot everybody out of here. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, no, I don't even need to boot anybody. I think I can just end it like this. With that said, once again, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up if you have. If you've subbed, thank you so much. Y'all, we're at like almost 2,200 subs over here in just a few months. You guys are freaking amazing. I don't know how to do something fun or exciting or celebrating, but we'll figure something out sooner or later. You guys rock. I just have to tell you guys, this is all because of you, not because of me. You guys are wonderful. So with that, Contessa, over and out. Hey, what's in store for tomorrow? I keep getting myself in the shit, so we might be in for a fun one. Talk to you later.